1975. A change in broadcasting systems between NET, which today we know as TV Asahi, and the Mainichi broadcasting system triggered a sequence of events that allowed a proposal for a show featuring a team of Kamen Riders to evolve into a legendary TV series. Yoshinori Watanabe, a producer for the Kamen Rider series and general manager of Toei's TV division, proposed a concept centered on a hero team that would take cues from the Mission Impossible TV series. This proposal was rejected. Undeterred, the team went back to the drawing board and retooled their proposal into a new concept, detached from Kamen Rider. In collaboration with Ishinomori Productions, the pieces of the puzzle started coming together. The show would feature 5 core characters. These heroes would feature simple and visually accessible designs and colors to easily differentiate between each character. The series name went through multiple phases, starting with Red 1, Fire Ranger, Guts Ranger, eventually leading to the name we know it by today, Goranger. Himitsu Sentai Goranger premiered on Japanese television on April 5, 1975, and will go on to become a smash hit in the ratings and an immediate pop culture phenomenon. With a total run of 84 episodes, Goranger left a lasting impression that will go on to inspire the worldwide phenomenon that we know today as the Super Sentai series. Today, 46 years after its premiere, Goranger is once more at the forefront of tokusatsu pop culture. The original manga series, written and illustrated by Shotaro Ishinomori, is being released in the US for the first time, and the 45th entry in the Super Sentai series, which pays homage to Goranger, will air in February. It's hard to overstate the impact this show had across the world since it first aired. Even here in the US, where it was one of the first Henshin Boom era series to make its way to TV. Hitting the airwaves on Kiko TV in Hawaii from 1975 to 1976, and in a couple of California TV markets, including Sacramento and San Francisco. These airings led to the beginnings of tokusatsu fandom in the United States, and the origins of many well-known members of the fan community, who led the way for those of us who would discover this world in the years to follow. Himitsu Sentai Goranger is one of my favorite TV series, to the point I imported the original Laserdisc box set when it was first released in 1999. So I've been looking forward to making a video on this show for a while. Given Goranger's history and longer than normal episode length, I'm going to split this series overview across 2 separate videos. In this first part, we're going to take a look at episodes 1 to 42. We'll cover the second half of the series in a future episode. So with that, let's jump right in. The Black Cross Army, an organization with a goal of destroying civilization and taking over the world, has made its first move. To counter their plans, the United Nations established the Earth Guard League, also known as EAGLE. However, when the Black Cross Army makes a surprise attack across 5 of EAGLE's Japanese branches, the organization formally brings together a new weapon in their fight against this terrorist organization, Goranger. Composed of EAGLE members who survive each of those attacks, the Goranger team will help lead the Japanese branch's counterattack against the Black Cross Army, using their specialized skills, battlesuits, and advanced technology. The team is composed of Tsuyoshi Kaiju, Aka Ranger, Akira Shinmei, Ao Ranger, Daita Oiwa, Ki Ranger, Peggy Matsuyama, Momo Ranger, and Kenji Asuka, Mido Ranger. They are led by Gonpachi Edogawa, commander of EAGLE's Japan branch. The first story arc in this series focuses on the attack of EAGLE's branches in Japan and the defeat of each of the Black Cross Army operatives who led those attacks. This storyline runs across the first 5 episodes and could be described as a very thin thread that connects these episodes, as the characters don't really go out of their way to connect the dots between each attack and the masked general they are fighting in each story. The following episodes, 6 through 14, could be described as transitional, standalone stories that mostly contribute to world building and character development. The second story arc runs through episodes 15 to 20. Here we see the Goranger team take on Sun Halo Mask, a general who the Black Iron Cross army bought in from their African war front to eliminate the Goranger. Sun Halo Mask will team up with various Kamen Kaijin in multiple attempts to eliminate the Goranger, but his repeated failures led to his ultimate defeat in episode 20. In the third story arc, which runs through episodes 21 through 42, the Goranger will face off against the Iron Man Mask General Temujin. Like Sun Halo Mask, he was recruited from outside of Japan to help defeat the Goranger. Hailing from the Gobi Desert Theater, Iron Man Mask arrived with his own guard and legion of Kamen Kaijin, the Steel Brigade, who would generally have a metallic theme to them. Goranger was not the first tokusatsu series to feature a team or group working together. In some respects, it was preceded by other shows, including other works by Shotaro Ishinomori, like Rainbow Sentai Robin, the first anime to feature a 5-member superhero team, or Cyborg 009. There were also other works like Ninja Corps Moonlight, Kamen no Ninja Akakage, Gatchaman, and Strata 5, which aired just 1 year before Goranger and in many ways had similar elements to those found in Goranger. Like Goranger, Strata 5 was a secret team using espionage-like tactics, made up of 5 individuals who are fending off attacks by a secretive criminal organization while wearing a uniform that also incorporated custom helmets. To be clear, the similarities are mostly surface level, but we'll cover those in a different video. That being said, Goranger was the first one to mix all the ingredients in just the right way, which resulted in a show that perfectly blended spy thriller-like stories with engaging character dynamics, humor, and colorful action scenes, all rolled up into a very fun and accessible audiovisual presentation. While most of the stories in the first half of the series tend to focus on similar themes like stealing blueprints, doomsday weapons, intelligence gathering, and infiltration, the way in which they are presented via the Black Cross Army's Kamen Kaijin makes for a really fun watch. In some ways, I think it comes down to watching something with a mostly serious or even dark plot against the backdrop of these goofy-looking members of the Black Cross Army. They play it straight and their narrative tension is there, but something about watching a guy with a steel ship for a head makes it that much more interesting. Rewatching the series again, it was fun to see the evolution of the show as they figure certain things out, from the way the heroes introduce themselves to the slow expansion and evolution of their attacks and weapons. By the time we get to the end of Iron Man Mask General's storyline in episode 42, the production team has started to expand beyond the scope of the show's first 15 or so episodes, with some multi-episode storylines, custom hurricane storm attacks, a greater variety of mecha sequences featuring Barry Bloom and their motorcycles. I was also reminded during this rewatch of the amazing soundtrack that Mishiaki Watanabe put together for this series, along with the outstanding songs used throughout Goranger, including the uniquely catchy Himitsu Sentai Goranger theme song. Everything just comes together perfectly to create the foundation not only for a fantastic show in its own right, but the formula for a concept that will go on to have 45 iterations as of the year 2021. In the next part of this series overview, we'll take a look at the rest of Goranger's run, as well as its legacy beyond its original TV run. In the meantime, if there are additional insights into this series you would like to share, corrections you want to point out, or thoughts you want to share, please drop them in the comments below. And thank you for watching.